So welcome to Challenge the Road. We're on our way to our good friends at VVS who've kindly lent me their garage this morning, and I've come up with a little bit of a plan for a New Year's video. So you need a pen and paper or have your phone handy. What we're going to do, we're going to pretend we won the lottery, £1 million. Okay, we're going to go over there and we've got to choose £1 million worth of cars. So I'm going to go over. I've looked through their website last night at all the cars they've got on there. There's about 60 cars. Tried to work out a bit of a plan. So you've got a bit of time if you want to go on their website now and have a look. Cars will probably be about the same. I'll also call out the prices as we go round if I can try and remember them all. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to this. And I say you can join in as well. But I was thinking, how would I do it? We need a V12, don't we? We need a V12. And then I think we need a V10. And we need a V8, and we need the best 6-cylinder engine, a manual, a dual clutch, a single. There's so many options, isn't there? That's the thing. Also, you need a showstopper, so you need something that's like wow, but you also need a showstopper that's luxurious, and you can go like to the O2 or something, or to a show, because you've got this £1 million now. How are you going to spend it? So yeah, so I'm on my way there. I'm actually not far away now, probably 5-10 minutes away. But yeah, I'm hoping you're going to really enjoy this one. And yeah, I haven't slept that much because I was thinking about all the cars and all the scenarios and what you're going to choose. So in the comments, why don't you put down your cars you think. Oh, track day car as well. Mustn't forget that. You've got to have a track day car. So have a look on their website. There's some track day cars on there already. Looking forward to seeing my Murcielago because I haven't seen it for a little while because they've been holding it for me. But yeah, let's get over there. Next time you see me, I'll be in the showroom. So we're here, we've arrived at VVS, Murcielago SV, Ventador SV, how good do they look? But we're going to come back to them. Let's have a little run round here, because I've got in my mind what I'm going to go for, but I might change it. So we've got a GT3, Atom, track car, Porsche 911 Turbo, Porsche 911 Cab, Porsche 911 GT3, I think this is the 3.8. So let's look at some prices while we're here. So these are about, I reckon about 100, 120, 110, 160 that Porsche, 65 for the Atom. Mercedes convertible, this is probably 80k. You know what, Ferrari, that's a tough one as well. So 488 GTB, these are 160, 458 Italia Spider, one of my favourite cars. I do love the look of that. This must be about 150. Speciale 410. So that's going to be, it's going to take a lot of our budget, isn't it? You've taken out 40%. A Porsche Turbo, Aston Vanquish, that's probably 80k. 599, 80, 90k. Aston DBS Casino Royale, no, this one's a very low mileage manual car, 1,000 miles, that's 180k. I love the DBSs, but I think I'd probably come in maybe at a lower price point and drive it, and I'd probably have an auto, so maybe not that one. V600 Vantage, not sure how much these are, probably a couple of 100,000, but this isn't on my shopping list. McLaren 720S. I said that's the best value supercar you can buy. 150k. These are 300k new. Look at it. It's a spaceship. Fastest car really, real terms. This is going to be tough. Evo. Gallardo here. I really like the look of this. The black roof. This. I don't know if this is a special edition. Let's have a look. Bicolore. This is about 80k. Looks a lot of car, very small. Rolls. Urus, this 300k, so this would take 30% of our budget. Same colour as our STO, same calipers. Actually, it's almost identical to our car actually. Aventador, that's got to be a showstopper, hasn't it? V12, another Aventador. This is probably around the 170s, 180s. Aventador S with the 4-wheel steer is probably 230. This is going to be tough, very, very tough. Aventador Roadster, this is a cool car, lovely colour. I assume these are probably 200. Manual Murcielagos, now these, especially in America, have had a massive rise. It's 6.2 litre, probably about 160, 170k. Murcielago, 160k. Showstopper car, 600k, so that's 60% of your budget gone there. But it's only 600 miles, only probably going to go up in value, will be £1 million one day. Mercedes convertible SL55, I assume these are probably 100k. Again, not overly a car I'm going to go for on this one. Performante, one of my favourite cars. You know, these dropped down to like 150k. Now they've come back up. This one's 220, so 22% of your budget. GT4, GT3, GT4 here, 105k. Speedster 310, 31% of your budget. Aston Speedster, that's your whole budget gone. So you can put one car down, gone, £1 million, there's your £1 million. So right, let's go back and I'm going to start picking the cars and we'll start calculating where I get to. Right, I've got a first car. I'm going to go luxury first. I'm going to get the rolls. I've got a Wraith. I love the Wraith. 115k, you're in a Wraith. Look at the doors on this. I love this car. Hasn't got starlight roof, this one, but it's got a sunroof, nice interior. That's the first one. So we're 115k down and we start heading down. So the second car, we've got to have a manual, we've got to have 6 cylinders. It has to be the 911 Speedster, 1948 made. Maybe it's not the colour I would have, maybe I'd have GT Silver, but it does look really, really good today. It's got lovely yellow stitch, black wheels. It's like it's quite a flat white, like so it's maybe a Carrera white. Now these cars originally were probably about 100 and maybe 195 plus options, so you're probably looking at 220, 230, maybe a little bit more, but now they're about 300. So this is, I think it's up for 310, 300k. So this is car number 2. I'd definitely like to drive one of these. I think We've picked like one of the greatest ever engines in the 4 litre 6-cylinder. So we probably need to go to a V8 or a V10 next. But yeah, the Speedster's definitely in, so we'll have to rack that up on the till. So it starts to get a little bit interesting now, because in my mind I was going to put a convertible in, and when I've come here today I'm now not so sure. I was going to go Performante V10. I know these are one of my favourite cars, but I'm just trying to look at the value of trying to get to £1 million, and it's getting more complicated now. I'm thinking of a 720S, and the Cayman is not far off the Performante in price for both. So I think I am going to make a change. I'm going to go from this, and I'm going to go GT4 around 100k and 720S around 150. I think this is about 230. So even though it's 20k more, I think I'm going to pick another manual with the Porsche engine, and I'm going to get the 8-cylinder there through the McLaren with the turbo. But I don't know what you guys think. I just think that those two are better than just having that. So now we've got the Wraith, the Speedster, a GT4, and the McLaren 720S. I actually quite like that colour as well, actually, on that as well. Maybe the red is pulling me away because it's more of a Ferrari colour. So yeah, so we're going to have to rack up that till and see where we are, and then we can move further up again. Right, so as we come up, I think we're about 665, but we do a tally. So we've got to get a track car. These two, GT3, the 3.8. I love the look of this car. I like these wheels. They're like a gold. Do I like gold and blue very much? Yes, I do. But it's too much, because we still got to get a showstopper. So 60k an Atom. Now VVS have kindly said as well I could take this out, so there's a video on this coming soon. You'll probably see me in a hedge, but actually I'm going to need a crash helmet as well for this one. So 2 litre 300 horsepower, slick tyre. Actually yeah, I probably won't take this on the road in maybe the spring. So 300 horsepower, everything exposed. Look at this Olin suspension. Actually looks like my game console in there. So I think we have to go with this, and this is going to take us up a bit, and we might have to do a deal at the end, I think, to get to this £1 million. So there's our track car. We've got some Porsches, we've got 2 anyway, but this is going to be the track car. I'm happy with that. Let's move to the next one. So I reckon I'm about 275k left, and we've got to have a showstopper. Now the Murcielagos have seen a huge rise in value. This is actually my car. VVS are storing it for us. I love this car, and it's way too much now, especially to get into this under £1 million or around £1 million. So these are now probably 600k, so these are out the question. But the Aventador SV, I think this looks really good value. So I think there were 500 made. I've never sat in one actually. I love this Batman spec. I think it looks incredible, and I think this is the showstopper. This is my last one. I might be slightly over, but we'd have to talk to VVS and do a deal, but that's my £1 million collection, I think. And just look at it, the angles on it. Actually, I really like the wheels. I think these are the same wheels as my STO. Might be right. And I'm going to hopefully drive this at some point as well. I'd like to drive these back to back and see the difference, because I had an original Aventador and it wasn't the best, but I've heard these are really nice to drive. So that's it, £1 million roughly. I hope you guys can have a go at that and see where you get to. It's actually been very difficult. I had a bit of a plan coming in and it all got messed up, and I've changed my mind on some of the cars now, and we'll have to just work it all out. So instead of 5 cars, we now got 6. I think they're great cars. We'll put them all together for you. So a huge thank you for watching the video today. I'd really like to see your comments on what you would have done with that £1 million, and I'd like to just compare that against what I done. Huge thank you to VVS for hosting us today. It's been great. They've been, been here early. They've been cleaning the floor, getting everything really nice. So please like and subscribe to our channel. Love you to see more of our content, and we'll see you soon.